guys, it's Brittany from Coffee Planner Mom, and I'm here today to talk planner essentials, we'll say, or planner basics. It's all the things that I think that you will want. Probably, I don't want to say should have or need to have or anything like that, but I think if you wanted to make a list of like the top items that you want to try to get your hands on, if you were just getting into this whole decorative slash functional planning, like paper planning, I wanted to do a video of the things that I think would be best for you to try to grab. So I have a lot of stuff kind of sprawled out over here. So I'm gonna clear up this space and we can start chatting. So if you're going to get into paper planning, the first thing that you're going to need, so this one I will say is a need, is something to plan in. And I say something to plan in instead of need a planner because it doesn't need to be an actual planner for you to plan in it. You can get notebooks that you can plan in, and they come in different sizes. So you can get your hands on like fancy notebooks, or you can get your hands on like a blank sketchbook type of a thing. So like a notepad, anything like that. And you can, because of stickers and all these other things, you can turn it into what you want. So like all of these are just blank dot grid. Can you see the dot grid? Yes, pages. So this is a basic size, this is a hobo week size, and then this one is pocket size. So this one actually is not dot grid. It is just a blank notebook. This one I've actually used. So they were all just blank dot grid pages, and I just used a pen and some stickers, some washi tape, sometimes just a ruler to design this up. Now, unfortunately, I spilled coffee on it and it ruined the rest of it, but you don't need to go out and get a really super fancy planner in order to do paper planning. That's why I wanted to show these to you guys. So yeah, you need something to plan in. Now you can get into some of the fancier stuff, and I'll only go over this super quickly because I have a whole other video. It's a forward-facing video. I haven't posted it yet, but that's gonna go up before this one. But I don't know how well that's going to come out as, so that's why I'm not doing forward-facing right now. So you can use, I have a happy planner, so this one already has the months and the weeks. This one's vertical, so that's the classic size. I have the skinny classic, so it's half, like just half of a page. So I've got that. You can use a spiral planner, so this one is from Lime Life, but you can use an Erin Condren, or you can just design everything that you want yourself, like build it yourself by buying inserts. So these inserts are from Lights Planner Action. This one is just a completely blank, undated, so you can start it whenever you want. So if you're watching this video and it's already going into 2020 and you're having to, because it can get to be a little difficult to try to get your hands on a planner once the year has started, an undated planner can work out just fine for you. So this is from Lights Planner Action and it's undated. This one is, so that's a weekly. This one is a weekly overview, so it's just on one page and it's not divided up by the days. Maybe all you need is just the months. So you can, and that's just the month at a glance. I grabbed the wrong one, but you get the idea for the inserts. So no matter what type of planner you pick, whether it's just a notebook that you are going to draw out the boxes and the months and everything yourself, or you get something that's already done for you, you just want to make sure that you have something to plan in. So now that you have your planner, you want to make sure that you have a good pen to use. I say pen because that's what I like to use. You can use a pencil, or you can get an erasable pen. Friction is the one that I hear about the most. Just something to keep in mind, the ink actually will erase itself in heat. So if you need something that's not going to like get altered in any way, that might not be the best pen for you. These are gel pens. So this one is a Papermate Inkjoy gel pen. It is a 0.7 tip. Black ink gel, did I mention that? So Yeah, it writes a little bit thicker. These are also gel pens. They are both 0.5 tips. They are both from Simply Gilded in her sub boxes. These are my favorite pens to use as just every day. Now, maybe you want to get a little bit fancy. You can use a brush marker, brush pen. This is a Tombow Fudenosuke. I've only ever seen that word written down. I've never actually heard it, so I don't know if I'm actually saying it properly or not. But this one will allow you to do more of like a drawing. So here, let's write them down. All right, so we have the Papermate Inkjoy 0.7. This one is Simply Gilded. Well, I guess I should write more. Gel pen 0.5. So that was the Tombow, the brush pen. And then this one, hold on, make sure I'm gonna spell it right. Okay. I don't know why I blanked on how to spell the word gems. And then this one is a ballpoint. So you don't even need a super fancy pen. I mean, like this one is pretty fancy though. But yeah, you don't need like a super fancy gel pen, just a pen to write. So those are just some options. If you want to get a little fancy, you can. Now, speaking of fancy, let's talk stickers. So that's one of the things that separates this whole like planner community into its own little niche, whatever. We use stickers to decorate and make things pretty, but we also use stickers to help make our planners more functional. So yes, you can go out and buy sticker kits from actual sticker shops on their own websites and Etsy. You can buy like a whole bunch of sticker books from the craft stores and make everything really fancy. But if you are just trying to figure out like the most basic of basic, what to get started in, I have 3 types of stickers that I think you are going to want to look into: boxes, bullets, and checklists. Now, when I say boxes, like I mean just boxes themselves. So oh, those are the same page. So these are from a couple of different sticker shops. So we have Sarah Elizabeth Prince, we have Peanut Butter Taco, there's plenty of other ones out there too. I think these are both still on Etsy. A lot of the Etsy shops moved off Etsy and onto Shopify, but I'll have links for everything that I'm mentioning down below so that you can find them easily. I like this one from Peanut Butter Taco because it's a mix of different size boxes. So depending on if you have something that you want to bring attention, that's the thing about these boxes. It makes it so that it's bolder in your planner instead of just written down. So it draws your eye to it. So it makes it harder to forget about as long as you're looking at your planner. You can easily open it up and see this bright blue box and be like, oh, that's something important that I need to know. So these are half box sizes, these two. So if you have something that you need to write extra information in, that's a great option. This sheet and then like these are quarter boxes. So if it's just something that you know, it's just like something that you know needs to happen and you don't need a whole lot of information. You don't need to write an address down. You just need to put it down so that you don't forget about it, and then a time. And you don't need a lot of information. A quarter box is a great thing to do. And then there are boxes like sizes in between. So like these are called, on her site on Peanut Butter Taco, she calls them perfect boxes. They're basically a third size of a box. So it's in between a quarter box and a half box. So like I said, you can get these through Etsy shops, but if you wanted to find something that you can just get at a craft store, there we go. Happy Planner has sticker books. Like I said, they have a lot of decorative sticker boxes, or decorative sticker books too. But if you're just looking for like the most basic, like I want to get started, I don't want to buy a whole ton of stuff, I wouldn't worry too much about all of the pretty fancy decorative things and go a little bit on the functional side. If you want to go with decorative, there's so many that you can get into, and it really just kind of depends on what types of colors and everything that you like. So that it's a little harder for me to say, oh, you should get this one, and this one, because it really will come down to your personal preference for colors. Even with this colorful boxes. Now this one is the very first one they came out with, and it's my favorite. They've come out with a few since then, but the other ones are not solely colorful boxes and functional sticker books. So if you're trying to just get function out of it, this one's going to be the best one to get. If you want to get things that have like quotes and flowers and other types of things, then the other colorful boxes, because they're all just called colorful boxes, you might want to check out what those ones have. But for this, and this is really picked over because I've used it a lot, you get those quarter sizes that I was talking about before. And these are all meant to be kind of like in the same type of color scheme. So these are all cool blues and greens. It does come with some checklists in the center, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Some little banners. So these are a little bit decorative, but like it's okay because it's just in the space in between. These were the half box sizes. These are a little bit bigger than those half box sizes. So if you have something that's, you can use it to like take up more time in your planner, or if you have a lot of information you need to mark off. These take up 2 vertical boxes, and then these are perfect squares. And then these are full-size boxes. Some of them were lined, which I've already used. Some of them were graph, some of them were dot grid. And then you just have some decorative hexagons that you can also use functionally because it's like to do, lazy day, busy day. And then you get into the other colors too. So these are the warmer colors like the reds. And then you get into these blues and purples. Then you have some that are all just black, and you get all of the same pages for all the different colors. I'm just trying to speed things along. So black, you have gold foil ones, and then you also have a silver foil section. So like I said, Happy Planner has ones that are entirely more like decorative, where you can have like just pretty boxes and flowers, those sorts of things, which actually, to kind of give you an idea, like this one, it's called the Fun Florals, and the entire sticker book is just sheets upon sheets upon sheets of flowers. So if you want something that's going to just be strictly decorative, they have those too, but without trying to overwhelm yourself, boxes are a great option. Now, I also said bullets. So this is a sheet from Pretty Cute Planner. I don't know if this is still in her shop or not, but a lot of Etsy shops and off Etsy sticker shops have sheets of bullets in addition to their boxes. So this is something that you can do to try to just put, like, you can put 2 or 3 in a box if you don't want to do a full-on checklist. You can just do these so it can highlight different items that you need to get done. Or you can, if it's like this one, it's a check mark, you can put it down so that you know that something has been done in your planner. And then the other stickers that I think would be really useful in decorative planning is checklists. So this one's actually from Cheerful Planner Girl. So this particular sheet is not available anymore. It's really old. Sticker sheets don't usually come this large, but you'll still get plenty of checklists. A lot of shops will do them in seasonal colors, and they'll also have your standard primary colors. So these are bright glitters, but these, you'll put them down in your planner so that you can keep track of a to-do list. And as you go through, you just check it off, and it just helps to keep you organized and make sure that you're getting your tasks done. And then the other thing that I think that everyone should get, and this is going to be really silly, but I think washi tape. So the reason being, washi tape can be used very functionally. So these are all from Simply Gilded, but you can get washi tape from craft stores. I just love her washi tape because it feels like satin when I use it. I use it functionally as well as decoratively. It adds, I mean, it does add a very pretty and colorful element when you put them on the page, but you can take your washi tape. Where's my scissors? I don't know. Found them. Okay, so you could take your washi tape, like I said, to use it functionally. And what you'll do is you'll take your washi and you'll fold it pretty side in on itself. Take your scissors, and what you'll do is angle it so that it is higher up on the folded end and lower on the open end and then give it a snip, and that creates a flag. And you can use a flag to highlight things that are important in your planner. Maybe you don't have a bullet icon and you want to highlight something. You can use your washi tape functionally to create a flag, and then you can write in whatever it is you want to say. And you can put it on this side too if you wanted to put it on that side instead. But that allows you to use it functionally. These, because they don't have any like bows or anything on them, I'll use these to actually create my own boxes. If I don't have a box in the right color, but I have washi tape in the right color, so I'll use that. And then I'll also use washi tape in especially my monthly spread. If I have something that's going to cover the span of several days, instead of writing the same thing over like each day of the week, like a vacation, especially with kids having days off of school and, you know, long stretches of like, they have fall break, Christmas break, spring break, a couple of other random days off in a row. I'll use washi tape to mark those off. This way I can just look at a glance really quick and just see this long strip of washi and know like, okay, that is when my kids are going to be home from school. So as much I love washi tape, I have entirely too much, but I love it and I keep buying it anyway because it's so pretty and I can't help myself. But it is really functional too. So those are just a couple of the ways that I use washi tape. Like I'm just trying to do this like off the top of my head because like I feel like that'll probably keep things moving a little bit quicker because I can be like go off on tangents. So like I said, to try to keep things moving and not get off on a tangent, I think this is the last thing that I have pulled out, stamps. So stamps aren't for everybody, so then maybe they're not for you, but if you want to, stamps are a really great thing because these came as a set together and I think it was like $6 for both of them. You have lines, you have a box, you have checklists, you have bullets. So you have a lot of different things that you can use. And then also you have different ways to highlight things. So you can do to do. If you have like different things that you are trying to plan out, so you have family and you have work, you can stamp that and it'll pop out in your planner. Like, okay, this is something that I need to get done. This is work related, you know, things like that. Now, if you do go down the road of stamps, now the fun thing is you can use these stamps as often as you need to. So you don't have to worry about continuously buying more stickers, and you can get like different color inks, or you can just do black ink. So I just use VersaFine and then VersaColor, I think. Yeah, and then VersaColor. So I have like 6 different colors of the VersaColor ink. So you can use those and use them in your planner. Now you might be wondering like, how are you going to use these? That's what these are for. They are acrylic blocks. So let's see, try to find one that'll be, all right, so I pulled out, and it's gonna be hard to see it, but, so we have a stamp, and we're just gonna move this sticky note. I might end up wanting to use, no, this will be just fine. So with these, you prime them. I'm not gonna do like a whole like stamping tutorial right now, but I do want to at least show this to you. So we're gonna prime it because it makes the ink transfer off of the stamp and onto the paper much cleaner. And I don't know if I want to say clean when I'm talking about this, but evenly. Yeah, we'll say evenly. So you prime it on the back of your hand. We're going to open up the ink pad. We're going to just ink this up. I'm not going for perfection right now. I just want to be able to show you guys what I'm talking about. It's not even completely inked up, but whatever. It is good enough. And then we're going to, oh, I should have just actually showed it to you. But now you have a box, okay? And then we want to make sure we clean it. So baby wipes are how I like to go about it. And you just wipe it clean, and then it dries and you just put it back on the, oh, it's in my lap, but you just put it back on the thing that you got it from. But now you can, like I said, you've got the checklist and everything, so now I have a pretty box that I can use in black ink or any of the other inks that I want. So if you don't have a sticker, you can just get out your stamps and your ink pad and you are good to go. Now, like I said, stamps aren't necessarily for everyone. They are really nice to have, especially if you are using a notebook instead of an actual planner. You can get those boxes and those checklists and stamp them out, so you're not having to hand draw them out or use a ruler to draw out your boxes. You can just stamp and be done, and you've got your perfectly sized box ready to go. So it really just kind of depends on what like planning style you're after. But you don't need anything like too fancy. You can just plan with a pen and a notebook and you're good to go. So hopefully that gives you an idea of the different things that you can use, and you kind of have a general list of things that you want to get in order to get started. You can go down a huge rabbit hole in the planner community, getting fancy kits and headers and foil overlays and all these other that are really, really beautiful and can be a lot of fun to plan with, but getting started, it could be a little bit overwhelming. Take your time, get started at your own pace. Just remember that your planning style is going to be different from literally everybody else's planning style. As long as you're happy with it and it is, most importantly, functional for you, that's all that matters. You want to make sure that when you're using your planner that you are getting out of it exactly what you need, so that you can keep whatever it is you're doing on track, whether it's your life or a project or just trying to take care of your house. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that your planner is giving you that level of productivity that you want to get out of it. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's going to do it for this video, and all of my like planner needs or planner suggestions, planner basics. We'll just say my planner basics, because everybody's needs are going to be different, so I don't want to say needs, but those are just the essentials that I think would be really helpful to get started in the planner community. If you want to see how other people are using their planners, there's so many hashtags that you can check out. Head over to my Instagram, it's Coffee Planner Mom. Check out some of the pictures that I have posted, because I always do different hashtags on them, and follow some of those hashtags. Go ahead and click into them, scroll through, get some ideas. You can follow the hashtag itself instead of following specific accounts, which can also be pretty useful. So hopefully that also gives you some great ideas and helpful hints. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so that you don't miss out on any of my other videos that I have coming up. Be sure to hit the bell icon also, because that'll give you pop-up notifications so that you'll know as soon as my videos go live. YouTube will not notify you when your favorite channels upload new videos. So if you want to know as soon as they go live, the bell is going to be your best friend. And like I said, be sure to be following me over on Instagram over at Coffee Planner Mom, and I will see you guys later.